What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm starting off by priming my eyelid with Smudge Perfecting Concealer, and this one is in a shade called Ivory Beige, and I'm just quickly blending it out and smoothing it out with a fluffy blending brush just to make sure that everything looks nice and even. The next I'm going in with the Bobbi brown eyeshadow, and this one is a single eyeshadow, and this is called Khol, and I'm starting off by packing it on the outer corner of the eye and slightly dragging it inwards, just to make sure that everything doesn't look so harsh. So I'm adding it bit by bit. And also the reason why I'm adding bit by bit is so that I don't take as much time blending it out, because as we all know, the heavier you go in, the longer it takes to blend out, especially those dark colors. And then next I'm gonna be going in with yet another Bobbi brown eyeshadow shade, and this one is actually called Bone, and mainly because this one is actually like a cream white-ish shade, so it's between like yellow but not too yellow and white, hence the name Bone. And then I'm just gonna pack it in the rest of that eyelid space using this flat brush. And then next I'm going in with this lash glue, and I'm basically gonna be applying some crystals or rhinestones on that crease area before moving on to the next step. And then now I'm just going to take this white liner. I don't quite remember the name of it. I'm just going to make sure that I include that in the description box below, so make sure you check that out. And I'm just going to make sure that I wing it all the way out. And then after that, I'm going to be going in with this beautiful chunky glitter, and I'm just going to apply it on top of that white liner, making sure that I also wing it out the same way. And then next I'm going in with the Smudge Khol liner, and this one is a shade called White, and I'm just going to apply it on my waterline, on my lower lash line basically, before moving on to the next step. And then next I'm going in with Dr. Rochelle Vitamin C Face Serum, and I'm just applying this right before I apply my primer, just to make sure that my skin looks good before applying the rest of the products on my face. Then next I'm going in with Dr. Rochelle yet again Vitamin C Makeup Fixer. This one is 3-in-1 prep, primer and set type of product. Then of course I'm going in with two foundations today, and the one I'm using is LA Girl and of course Clarins, and the Clarins one is in a shade called Cocoa, and this one is a darker shade, and the one from LA Girl is in a shade called Tan. So I'm just making sure that I apply the darker shade on the darker areas and the lighter shade on the lighter areas, just to kind of like have that like the areas that I want to stand out, I apply the lighter shade, and the areas that I want to like look a little bit slimmer, and I just go in with a darker shade. And I'm just applying my foundation using a dark beauty blender, just to make sure that everything looks nice and even and smoother. The next I'm going in with the same concealer that we used to prime our eyelids, and this one is of course the Smudge Perfecting Concealer in a shade called Ivory Beige, and I'm just applying it in those areas that I want to stand out. That would be underneath my eyes, as well as the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my cupid's bow. And I'm gonna go back with the same beauty blender just to smooth out everything before moving on to the next step. And then next, just to mattify my whole entire face, I'll be going in with Milani Minerals Loose Makeup powder, and this one is in the shade called Tinted Radiance, and I'm just gonna use to, you know, set all over my face. And then today I'm gonna be going in with another new palette, and this one is actually called the Dreamy from Belle collection, and I'm just going in with that blush that we have on there, which is like a light pinky shade. And of course I'm gonna be using this palette for the rest of my face. Then I'm gonna be going in with a softish brownish shade just to kind of like tone down that blush a little bit. And then once I'm done with that, again I'm gonna be going back to the same palette, and I'm gonna be using that goldy highlighter, and I'm basically gonna highlight the inner corners of my eyes as well as the bridge of my nose and Cupid's bow and a touch of it on the apples of my cheeks. And then next for the lips, I'm gonna be going in with these two shades from Meet Matte Hughes, and I just love the brownish and the slightly pink shade, and I'm just gonna basically blend them together, sort of like have that ombre type of lip look. So I'm just going in with that darker shade on the outer areas of my lips, and then in the middle area I'm gonna be applying that pinkish nudish shade, and then sort of like blend them in together and see how it looks. And I actually like the overall look of it, so I was quite satisfied with that, and I love the smell of it. That was amazing. And and I think that will be it for this makeup look. I certainly hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share. And until next time, bye bye.